cleaning the idle air control valve. Got some carb spray. You could use ISO spray, whatever. Just see how black it was before. Cleans it up. So look, there's a long bolt. I just nicked this off the D16, and a short bolt. So the long bolt goes here, short bolt goes there. And what I can hopefully do is tighten this up on the back of the manifold. Really don't need to go mental. Right. This pipe here that's next to the top pipe on the blocks, like the highest point of the coolant system, that comes out of there and goes to here on the throttle body. Then on the other side of the throttle body, here on the left hand side, so there, that comes out, goes to the left hand side. There's two pipes, difficult to show you, but there's two pipes coming out of the idle air control valve, so it's on the left one, so those two go together, so there to the left hand side here, underneath there, you can barely see that. And then on the right hand side there's another pipe, and that comes down and goes to here, and it's just there, and that is on the bypass, you know, the one that goes from the right hand side to the left hand side of the engine, that bypass pipe, and that connects up to there. I've just blanked that one off again, so I need to connect all of those pipes up so that this car can idle smoothly and can do all those wonderful things. So that's one of the next things I'm going to be doing. So this is 5/16 hose. So firstly, you put it on the end you want to start with here, and just loosely put on the clamp. The clamp, these are the ones I prefer. So it's not the ones with the thread on the outside, it's the actual ones that give a better, I think they get a better seal. And this is a 13 to 15 mil hose clamp. So you get one on there, and then, as is always the case for these things, you just have to run this pipe around to where you want it to be. So it's from the top there, and then it goes to here. So you need to get a suitable point. You don't want too much slack, you don't want too little, so find a space, and then, you know, with a marker, mark the point. And then I like to use these, it's kind of overkill, but aircraft grade snips, to make a nice clean cut. You could probably use a knife or something, but this is less messing about, so I'm going to do that now. And just to do it up, I like this tool. It's a little springy tool with the correct size socket head on the end, and then basically you can just come in here, obviously do these up tight, make sure you're past the point on the barb, if you like, so you get a nice seal. Just past is good, and yeah, and just come in here, tighten that up, and then tighten the other one up, which is just there. So the next thing to do, just block off this one down here, so next to the one that goes into next to where the manifold is. So in the Skunk2 you get two, so you get this little one there. I'm just going to block that off because I don't need it at the moment. I don't want it leaking, so I'm just going to use this little device, which is just got a screw in the end and one, so that just taps it, and then yeah, and just put that in there and do that up. Pipe is from the left hand side of the throttle body, so here to, as you look at it, where I'm looking at now, the left hand side of the pipe under here, so it's going up, so difficult to see, so I'm just going to again tighten this one down on here, and then put that underneath here somewhere, and then cut that, and then put another hose clamp on that. Okay, so here you can see the pipe mounted. I haven't done up the pipe, haven't done that up yet because I need to get the pipe in the other side. So there's another pipe which is the same, which needs to go from the right hand side of here, and then it goes down into here where it's the water bypass. So I need to undo my old stopper on the water bypass. So I'm going to undo that first and then connect these two up as well. Just a quick mention on these tools. So this is just a little screwdriver, but it's in a tiny little block. So getting down here can be quite difficult because I obviously put that pipe in, you know, when the manifold wasn't there. So you can just come in there, get on that without having to worry about having to take the whole manifold off again. So yeah, if you can get yourself some tools like that, it's really useful. So I've tightened down the pipe which goes from the water bypass to the right hand side as I'm looking at now, idle air control valve, and so that's tight, and then I just needed to do the same thing again. I used that, by the way, a really good tool to get in the small space to tighten that down, and then gonna do the same thing again, put that where it needs to be underneath here on the right hand side, and then cut it, mark it off and cut it. Okay, so that's all done then in terms of the water piping. Then now for this air filter. So this is the one that I had on the D16. It was made by Pipe, and I want it to sit somewhere in here, but I need to use some of this pipe. So this is quite a long bit of aluminium pipe, it goes down to here or something, so I just need to cut a bit off it so I can join this 70mm to 70mm. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and then mount the whole thing up. Just marked off how much I need, which is about how much. I'm going to use the Barco blade to cut through it, and then held it in a vise just to try and get a smooth cut. Finished installation. This is with 70mm new Jubilee clips, so there, to there, to there, into the throttle body. So I've got some 12mm inside diameter, or ½ inch or whatever, to go from this port here to the breather on the top here. So of course, as usual, just put it over the first pipe and tighten it up, measure it round, and then cut it with the aircraft snips. That's in there now. Right, so I'm going to take off my bracket that didn't really work out, the D series one, so I can spin that round. Take that there. Got the innovative mounts, part number INN59510. So you just put it in here, 2 10mm. So I'll just leave it a little bit loosened for now. So you see there's a gap in there. Get that in there, like so. And then you want to just take the slack out, but not so much that you mess things up. You don't want to actually open the throttle plate. You want to have it so that then you can get a little 12mm. So I might just adjust this slightly. Get that about central. Right, okay, and then you can just get this 12mm spanner, and then just do that up onto it. Okay, and then just put this back like so, and then you can check the throttle. So if you get in, just checking for a bit of slack. So now just press it very, very lightly. So just the tiniest bit. Yeah, okay. So there's no slack in there, so that's good.